This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So I thought I'd do this quick video just while I'm waiting for the Matchroom Boxing USA live stream for the press conference over in Chicago to announce their event for October the 6th. And of course, this will be the very first event coming out of America as part of Matchroom Boxing and Dazn to be streamed live on Dazn. So of course, I'm expecting something pretty mega. So when I'm looking at this card, straight away, I have to be honest, and I'm a real Matchroom fanboy, but I'm looking at this event and I'm thinking, it's not exactly ticking the right boxes for me. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a couple of fights on there that I am very, very happy about, and I really can't wait to see at least two of these fights. Obviously, Artur Beterbiev going up against Callum Johnson, and this will be for the IBF World Light Heavyweight title. And that one, good luck to Callum Johnson. I'm fully with him, and of course he will be coming on the channel very, very soon. I've already spoken to him about it, and good luck to Callum Johnson, and I hope he goes over there and does it. And the other good fight on the card is Roman versus McDonald. So Gavin McDonnell, obviously twin brother of Jamie McDonald, and this will be for the WBA World Bantamweight title. So them two, excellent. Okay, I'm really looking forward to that one. But let's look at the other fights. We have Jarrell Miller going up against Thomas Adamek. For me, this is a step backwards for Miller, because considering that he's been in there with Marius Wack and DoApa. Okay, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of DoApa, but him fighting Adamek, for me, is a step backwards rather than a step forward. Maybe it's just a tick-over fight while he's waiting for the WBA to mandate him to fight the winner of Frezequendo and Manuel Char. So okay, that's fine, but you know what, I'm not keen on that fight. Thomas Adamek retired long ago and of course come back, and he's been quite a few people's whipping boy, to be perfectly honest with you. And the main event, we have Jessie Vargas, and he will be going up against Thomas Delorme. Now Thomas Delorme, for me, he's just been an opponent for Terence Crawford. That's pretty much his claim to fame. As far as I can tell, he has a record of 24 wins, 16 of those by knockout, and 3 defeats, 2 of those by knockout. And what makes it kind of worse is that his last fight, he lost. So as a main event, Vargas versus Delorme, I'm not convinced of it. I'm really not. And as I said, you know, I'm a Matchroom fanboy, and if I can't defend this card, then there's got to be something quite wrong with it, right? Now, listen, I'm not expecting, or whatever, something extravagant, something magnificent, okay? It is early days, and I get that. But this is the debut for Matchroom Boxing as part of DAZN. How many people are going to look at this card and go, sign me up? How many? Not many. I wouldn't. I would look at this card and go, nah, you're right. I'll wait. But as I said, you know what, there are a couple of good fights on the card. As I said, Daniel Roman versus Gavin McDonnell is fantastic. That is really good, and especially for a world title fight. And of course, Beterbiev against Callum Johnson. I love those two fights. But for me, Jessie Vargas versus Delorme as a headliner, no. I'm sorry, but no. And Jarrell Miller versus Thomas Adamek, no again. Now, I'm very surprised that they removed Katie Taylor versus Cindy Serrano from that card. They've moved her to October the 20th, as far as I've heard. So, for me, just putting her on the card would make it a little bit better. And that's a little bit disappointing, considering that, you know, she's a female boxer, and while she's very popular here in the UK and Ireland, and women's boxing not exactly, you know, at the top of the food chain for boxing fans, it's a little bit worrying when I'm having to say that it's a bit of a mistake to move her off this card. So, me as a Matchroom fanboy, as I say, this is a debut. This is no better than a Next Gen show, to be perfectly honest. It really isn't. So, if this is Eddie Hearn's big splash, Worlds Collide, I'm not too sure why this is called Worlds Collide. I know there's quite a few people of different nationalities on here, so maybe, but no, this is not an event that makes me go, wow. And if I was American looking to potentially, I mean, to be honest, this card is going to make all the Eddie Hearn haters jump on him and laugh at him even more. This was his big opportunity. This was his big moment. Now, I know originally they were talking about having Demetrius Andrade on the card, which again would have been good, but against who would have been the issue. For me, I don't know why they couldn't have made this one Billy Joe Saunders versus Demetrius Andrade as the headline act. Then the rest of the card will be fine. I mean, he's saying that the event with Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev, that is the average card of what Dazn, Matchroom Boxing USA are going to be showing. This isn't even anywhere close to it. As I said, it's early days. I'm not expecting big things, but I have to be honest. I'm not going to try and lie about it. This is not a good card at all. I mean, it's good for the people to see Jessie Vargas and Jarrell Miller if you're going to go to the event. And it's good that there's 2 world title fights on there. But I don't know how he's going to sell this one. He couldn't sell this event to me. Never mind to the Americans who don't particularly want him anyway. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that he's going to pull an ace out of his sleeve somewhere along the lines and really announce something that makes the fans go, wow, now this card is brilliant. He's got a lot of work to do. He really does. I know there's quite a bit of resistance for fighters signing for him at the minute, but ultimately they will come. And the big shows and the great shows will come. But for a debut show, I have to be honest, I expected a bit more than this. Anyway, maybe I'm overreacting a bit. Maybe my expectations were a bit higher than maybe what they should have been. Maybe. And I know Eddie Hearn's not going to be happy with me saying all this, but you know what? I'm not going to lie about it. If it's trash, it's trash. If it's great, it's great. And I'll kind of tell it how it is. But if I can't make an excuse for it, I'm not too sure how anybody else can, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.